What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sports Chronicles. Like you mentioned, we are doing starts and sits for the week 6 of the season. So this is a new segment. Like I said,
Yup.
we're gonna bring you guys two extra videos. We got the power rankings that came out. If you guys haven't looked at that, go back and watch that video
Oh
before you
man, I'm
watch this
getting
one.
cooked. I'm getting cooked left and right.
I
They're
feel you.
like,
I feel you, but they gotta understand you didn't take Thursday night into
no,
consideration,
not
so
that.
it looks.
Not even that. Like the top three, they're like, what?
Yeah, I told you, I told you, I
No,
told
everybody
you.
goes like it was more like you're just trying to be different. Like, well, I mean, I am. I'm just built differently, you know.
I feel you, I feel you. But yeah, so we're doing the starts and sits. So we're gonna give you three from each position, starting and sitting, who we like and don't like. From quarterback, running back, receiver, and tight end. Defenses and kickers, you guys can figure that out. I'm pretty sure most people are streaming anyway. There's not really no
There's some
crazy
people don't even
defenses out
play
there.
kickers anymore, bro.
So
Hey,
yeah,
I'm no
so
kicker. I hate kicker leagues, bro. No lie. No
so
lie.
so yeah. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We'll start off with the starts. At quarterback. You want
Yes,
me to go
sir.
first? Or you want to go first?
You can go first. That's fine.
All right. So my
Bye
first
weeks go first. I'm just kidding.
my first quarterback on my start list is Justin Fields against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Hmm.
I always love somebody beating up on the Raiders. So yeah. Uh but no, in all seriousness, the Raiders defense, not even trying to be funny, is just not as good as it was last year.
Hmm.
They're ranked in the bottom half in passing and in rushing as well too. So I expect a lot of yards from Justin Fields, both throwing in. I would expect for him to run as well too. So I like him against the Vegas Raiders. Second on my list, I got Kirk Cousins against the Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
That's been the theme of the year. When you go against Carolina, you score points.
I
Point
remember when
blank, period.
I'm in a league that I'm in. Everybody made fun of me for drafting him, and I drafted him like last. Both quarterbacks in that league, I drafted Baker Mayfield and I drafted Kirk Cousins like towards the end for the same
Yeah, I
exact
mean,
reason.
yeah, the quarterbacks are pretty deep this year.
Hmm.
But yeah, going against Carolina, they're in the bottom half of every statistical category
Hmm.
in football so far. So yeah, if you got Kirk Cousins, put him in your lineup. He's going against Carolina. He's going to ball. Thank me later.
If Kyle Pitts does not score this weekend, bro, just kill yourself, bro.
um, the third quarterback on my list is CJ Stroud against the New
Sir.
England Patriots.
Yep.
Drake May is starting. This is his first start. I don't expect for it to go too well. He got some offensive linemen that's out as well too, so that means that they're not going to be on the field that much, which
Hmm.
means CJ Stroud will be on the field a
Yep.
lot. And although he is missing Nico Collins, he does have Stephon Diggs. He still has Tank Dell. He still has Dalton Schultz, and Joe Mixon is coming back this week as well too.
Oh yeah.
So I expect a real good game from the Houston Texans this week. And that's my three quarterbacks that I got for my start list. Let me go ahead and hear yours.
My quarterback's Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
Definitely you got to start Kirk Cousins. I know people are gonna probably think that this guy doesn't deserve to start on your team because of what happened last week, but even though he is a QB1, like as far as fantasy, Josh Allen, like that's a must start. Like I know some people were telling me like from behind the scenes, they're like, I don't know, like no. Like start him. Start him. And I've seen leagues that they're trading him away. So it's like wow, like that's crazy. My
Okay. That
last
was
one,
interesting.
my last one is actually very, very interesting. Not because of because of the fact that I actually don't trust him, but the fact that I'm taking him this week is crazy. Daniel Jones with no neighbors, but remember, he's
It's the
going
Bengals
up
defense.
against he's going
It's the
up against
Bengals
the Bengals
defense.
defense.
It's the
No,
Bengals defense.
exactly,
I respect that.
definitely.
The Josh Allen one.
No, bro,
Yeah,
trust me. There's a lot of leagues that everybody's trying to trade him now.
yeah. I'm not feeling. I'm not. And you will see soon. I'm not feeling too happy about Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
this week. But in the future, I do like Josh Allen a lot. So those people that are trading him, I'm not gonna lie to you, you're crazy. Um, so for running backs, my three running backs that I'm starting, number one, he leads the league in rushing, King Henry. Derrick Henry against the Washington Commanders. I expect this to be a high scoring game.
Yep.
I know the Ravens pride themselves on defense, but the defense hasn't been there this year. And they have Jaden Daniels coming in town as well, too, for
Of
the Washington
course.
Commanders.
Mhm.
So I expect a lot of points to be scored in that game. And I'm still not sold on Washington's defense. I think that the offense is complementing them very well and not having them on the field that much. So that's what's not allowing teams to expose the defense. But I think that is going to be a little different this week with the
Yep.
Baltimore Ravens, being
Of
that they can run the
course.
ball with either Lamar or Derrick Henry, and at any given time he can break for 60 and give you a touchdown.
Hmm.
He scored every single week so far this year. He leads the league in rushing. So yeah, give me Derrick Henry against the Washington Commanders. Second one on my list, if they're going against Carolina, you're starting them. Bijan Robinson against the Carolina Panthers. Enough said, he's going against Carolina.
Wow.
I it's been a tough year so far for him. Don't get me wrong. He was projected to be one of the RB1s of the year. It's been a little bit rough, but his floor is very high. Without those touchdowns, he's averaging almost double-digit points without even scoring touchdowns. And I think this may be the game where he starts to get into the end zone. Maybe a touchdown, maybe
He
two
has to
touchdowns.
get into the end zone,
I've
bro. They're
seen
playing
I've seen
against
someone
Carolina.
I've seen someone give a bold pick that he could possibly get three touchdowns this week. So yeah, I like Bijan against the Carolina Panthers. Everyone
Mhm.
gets right against Carolina, and this just might be what he needs to jumpstart his season. So give me Bijan against the Carolina Panthers. My last one is Jameer Gibbs against the Dallas Cowboys. Um
Oh my God,
off of a
bro.
off of a bye week. I know the last 2 weeks that Dallas played, their run defense kind of looked better, but this is a whole nother juggernaut that we're talking about here. We're talking about the Detroit Lions. We're talking about Motor City. We're talking about Dan Campbell coming off of a bye week, getting them boys energized and ready. So yeah, the
I'm gonna
top
add
one.
another pick for you because it's right there. You might as well Montgomery, bro. You got
Yeah,
to put
yeah.
Montgomery there too.
Either one, either one. I like Jameer more this week, so that's why
Mm.
I didn't say. That's why I didn't say David Montgomery. But yeah, either one of those. If you want to, I expect probably both of them to score a touchdown. I like both of them against Dallas, and either one of them can mess around and go for 2, 3 touchdowns and make it a bigger game for themselves as well too. So I do like both of them. I'm leaning more towards Jameer. I'm more of a Jameer fan than I am a David Montgomery fan, but
Hmm.
David Montgomery is a good pick as well too. So if you
Of
have him as well
course.
too, I just come saying start Jameer does not mean bench David Montgomery. No, you
No,
start both
no,
of them.
no. You
You
have to
keep both
start
of them
both
in
of
your
them.
lineup, and yeah, both of them will produce this week. I don't think what we saw from the last 2 weeks against Dallas is going to happen this week in particular. And those are my three running backs that I'm starting this week.
Although the Lions he's an RB2 from the Lions, but he's still an RB1 in
Yeah, yeah,
fantasy.
yeah. It's 1A, 1B over there for sure.
I'm actually going the opposite with you as far as running backs, as far as for Bijan. I'm going with Tyler Algier. I
Okay.
think he's gonna be more like the guy to go to more this weekend because of the exact same thing. Carolina. I
Okay.
haven't been able to see much from Bijan Robinson, like the 2 years that I've been seeing him. So it's like it's hard for me to actually, say Bijan in that part. As far as like I was going against that because of that
He'll
reason.
make you, no worries, he'll make you reconsider this week.
But I hope so.
He'll make you
I
reconsider.
want him to do good. It's how I don't want him to do good. I
It's
want him
because
to do good.
what
Yeah.
happened was he was supposed to get drafted by the Chargers, but the
Mm-hmm.
Falcons reached. So that's why he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Exactly. Another person that I would want to was it for the Commanders? Not Antonio Gibson. Austin Eckler. My bad. My bad.
Yes, that's a
Austin
nice one. That's a
Eckler is a
nice one.
must start on your fantasy team because of the fact that Brian Robinson is out. He's not playing, so you
That's a
have to
good one.
start him.
He was like in my honorable mentions. I wanted to put him, but yeah, he was one right there. Brian Robinson is definitely out. That's a good pick.
Mm-hmm. My other pick is I already said the last pick actually. Antonio Gibson too is a must start. Stevenson is out as well, so he's
Yep.
definitely gonna get the ball more. Hopefully, we'll
Yeah.
see a resurgence
And he's
from
already the pass
Gibson.
catching. He's the pass
Hmm.
catching back already too. So they're gonna be passing a lot, and he'll be in for it.
Yeah, definitely. Another. I had one more. I think I had one more actually. Did I have one more? No, I did not. Did not have one more. No, my bad. My
Okay,
bad.
so you were
No.
saying David Montgomery, Antonio Gibson,
Hmm.
and Austin Eckler,
Yep. And Tyler Algier.
and Tyler Algier. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Um, for receivers, my first receiver, I don't like I said, I don't believe in Vegas. I think this is the week that he breaks out. So give me George Pickens against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, definitely.
He's had at least 7 targets each week. So it's not like he isn't getting targets. Last week was a little crazy. His snap count got reduced, but he still got 7 targets. I know he only had 2 receptions for like 27 yards or something like that.
Hmm.
I expect for this week to be a bounce back week. A lot of people are saying that he's in Mike Tomlin's doghouse. I personally don't think so. I still think that they have a good relationship. It might be a little shaky right now
Hmm.
because they lost 2 games in a row, but I still have faith in George Pickens. He's one hell of a receiver. Tremendous upside, tremendous talent. So yeah, give me George Pickens and what could be his breakout game this week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, definitely.
Another one is coming from Monday night. I got Garrett Wilson against the Buffalo Bills. Although I picked Buffalo to win that game, I still think that their defense gives up a lot on the outside. He had 23 targets last week, so I'm pretty sure he's going to get a good amount of targets this week as well too. Probably
Yeah,
not
definitely.
23. That's a little extreme, but I expect him to be more in like the 9 to 12 range of targets. And if he can catch about 80% of those, that should be a pretty productive game. And
Yeah,
I
definitely.
he should probably score a touchdown as well too. So you guys that like to bet and everything, Garrett Wilson anytime touchdown might be nice as well.
I'm looking at
And
that because
my
like that
last
because
my last receiver is Terry McLaurin against the Baltimore Ravens. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the Baltimore Ravens defense so far this year. They've given up a lot of yards, a lot of points. Especially towards the end of the game as well too. Terry McLaurin is still the wide receiver one for Jayden
yep.
Daniels. I still expect a good game from Jayden Daniels, even though I have Baltimore win that game. I expect for that one to be a shootout as well too. And Terry McLaurin also is averaging about 6 to 7 targets a game as well.
Hmm.
So yeah, give me some Terry McLaurin against Baltimore. He should get enough work to be productive.
Man, scary Terry, bro. How many? I don't know how many quarterbacks this man I dealt with, bro, throughout that damn career in
And he
Washington.
always shows it never matters.
Quarterback. I mean, a receiver that's must start. I know he's gonna start in most of the teams, but you have to. Jaden Reed, bro. Jaden Reed's a stud this year, bro. Like I was not surprised when people told me that. How come I'm not surprised? Because I knew he's gonna be good. You got to give time. It takes
Yeah,
time. Like,
those last 8 games last year, he went a little crazy
yep.
for sure.
Yeah, because it happened. Christian Watson was supposed to be the number one guy, but he just keeps
Got
getting
injured.
hurt.
Hmm.
So yeah, I like him a lot.
And Christian Washington's out this week too.
He is
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
bruh. That's insane, bro. A receiver that I really, really think that he needs to step. I think he's gonna play, but he needs to step up. It's been a long time, bro. Keenan Allen, bro. Those pizzas are fucking killing it, bro. I'm saying I don't know what he eats, but I'm just saying that because he's Chicago. Supposedly,
Yeah.
it's the best pizzas in the United States, but you know, we have the argument later on.
I mean that's a good one though because the Jags I think are if I last something the 31st in
Mhm.
defense. So yeah, that's not a bad pick. And I think he's gotten at least 5 targets every single game that he's played so far for the
Yep.
Bears. So
Yeah,
it's a pretty
definitely.
good
I
pick.
don't think I know Rome's gonna be will be great for them, but I think Keenan Allen's gonna get a breakout this year. It is the Jacksonville Jaguars after all. No offense, Gio.
But
It
they
is
are in London. They are in London, so
that's another
we
thing
shall
too.
see.
That's another thing too. I think this guy was hurt, but I don't know. Is he gonna play? Do you know if Jeter Downs was gonna play this week? Because I think it was more like
Josh Downs.
Jeter Downs. No, from no Josh Downs. Yeah, Josh Downs. My bad. Wrong person. My
Josh
bad.
Downs, yeah.
Josh Downs. Is he gonna play this week? Because I know the
So he's
pick.
questionable, but he did practice Friday, I believe. So it's looking like he might play.
the Jeter Downs was baseball. I was like, oops, my bad, my bad, my bad. It's been a long day, oops. But yeah, if he goes and yeah, he has to be on your team because my avoidable is gonna be one of their players. So well, yeah, we'll get back to that on that. But yeah, I would say he should get the ball more because they have no one else to pass it. Like,
No Michael Pittman this week. Well,
well, no, he's
yeah, they're saying
questionable.
he's questionable. Yeah, but still, he might be on a snap count.
Um, who else I would say? Man, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm good on that because I was gonna say Darnell Moody, but it's you think he's receiver one now. I think he is receiver one on that team now. No, right? Even though he's been getting the ball more. Still
Drake
Drake
London
London.
is Drake London is still alive. Drake
Okay.
London is still alive. He's still alive.
I know. I'm trying to make sure. Like, I know because I know he's been getting the ball more. So it's like
But yeah, no, he got more targets last week than
yeah,
Drake
he's
London.
getting more targets.
That is
Yeah.
correct. It was 16-13. That is correct. You're absolutely right.
Damn, bro, resurgence for Darnell Moody, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks good. Tight ends. This one was a little bit tough, but I was able to find three of them that I like
You
this
found
week.
three. I found one, but go ahead.
I found three of them that I like this week. My first tight end, you named him earlier, Kyle Pitts against the Carolina Panthers. Like I said,
Hey.
I'm liking the Atlanta offense this week against Carolina. Everybody bounced back and gets right against Carolina. So I expect him to continue what he did last week, this week against the Carolina Panthers. My second one is Dalton Kincaid against the New York Jets. They have no receivers on the outside. I know they have Keon Coleman, but he's going to get Sauce Gardner. And outside of him, I don't really like any of the other receivers. James Cook looks like he might play, but I think it's going to be a big game for Dalton Kincaid. I think
He's
he
gonna
gets.
play on the hard count, basically.
Yeah, I think he's going to get majority of the targets. So I expect a big game from Dalton Kincaid. I got them winning, so somebody got to score. So I like Dalton Kincaid to be that guy to get in the end zone for them and be very productive this week for them. And my last one, Tucker Kraft against the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals are giving up 25 plus points a game. He looked really good last week. He scored 2 touchdowns. I think he was a tight end one last week or tight end two, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't know who. I don't even know
Yeah,
who the tight end one on that team, bro. It's hard.
no, he's the tight end one. I'm saying
Oh,
overall for fantasy,
oh,
I think him or George Kittle was the tight end one last week. But I think them two were in the top two last week. He scored 2 touchdowns. He had I believe 7 receptions, if I'm not mistaken, 80 something yards. I expect him to continue that against Arizona. Their defense, like I said, I'm not a fan of it just yet. I think they need more pieces, and that's not going to happen this year. So they're going to be a good defense that you can stream your players on. So yeah,
yep.
give me Tucker Kraft against the Arizona Cardinals.
Sounds about right. I like it. There's one player that mentioned. That's when you done with yours, right?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I
There's
got my
one
three.
player you haven't mentioned. I know he hasn't done anything all year like that, but he's due. The fact that along with Dawson Schultz, no Nico
Okay.
Collins this week. That Tank Dell is barely coming back, even though he
Okay.
is fully healthy. I don't think they're gonna not go too hard on him. So I
Mm-hmm.
expect more of Dawson Schultz getting the ball more a lot. I actually was doing a lot of research on this too, so like that's one of like the guys. Like a lot of people were saying this, picking
Mm-hmm.
this week.
Yeah.
Dallas Goddard, definitely a must start. Like he's actually a top 5 tight end in fantasy this year. He
He
doesn't
is.
look like it, but he is.
I may have, but you'll see my sits. I mean, we may be on the opposite side there. But yeah, I mean, I see why you say it because they get their receivers back and everything. So it should be interesting. You got another one, or that was it?
Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts. You're playing
Yeah,
Carolina, bro.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like Kyle Pitts a lot
You
this
get the
week.
ball. You get the ball. You get the ball.
Absolutely, absolutely. So now for the sits. So if I name you guys as player, I'm sorry, I just don't feel too
Oops.
highly of them this week. So here's going to be my sit list. So starting at quarterback, you have Josh Allen starting, but I have
Yeah.
him on my sit list.
Oh wow.
So I know most people may have Josh Allen, and he may be your number one quarterback. He may be the quarterback that you start every single week. So when I say sit him, I don't mean sit him in that way. What I mean is to lower expectations. Could be wrong on this because they may need Hercules Josh Allen in order to win with with James Cook dealing with injury.
Hmm.
Khalil Shakur is not playing. So they may need Superman Josh Allen. However, they are going against the New York Jets. The Jets do have a top 10 defense. So I have to respect them in that aspect. And it
Hmm.
is a divisional game as well, too. This is not like it's just one of those teams that you're playing that you're not really too used to. These two teams are used to each other. I know Josh Allen has been beating them up the last couple of years. But I expect this to be a tight and close game.
Hmm.
So for that reason, I would say not sit Josh Allen, but lower your
The
expectations.
expectations. Yep.
You could get that superhero, that Superman Josh Allen, but just lower expectations because it is the New York Jets at the end of the day and their defense can come out at any point in time. So
Hmm.
just kind of lower expectations. It might be a little rough game for Josh Allen. My second one, if you guys have been following this week, I have been saying I'm not liking what I see from this quarterback all week, and I have been predicting that if he loses this week, he will get benched, and that is Deshaun Watson against the Philadelphia Eagles. Like I said, he doesn't look inspired. He looks like he's giving up. He looks like
That man
he's
needs another
okay.
massage. I mean,
You
my bad.
feel me?
You know what I mean. My bad. My bad.
He looks like he is just
He's bored of
tired of
Cleveland.
being a starting quarterback. And I could be wrong, but just from what I've seen so far from this year, I don't like what I've saw. And I don't think he trends in the right direction this week. He has a favorable matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles because their defense does give up points and yards.
Hmm.
But the way that he has performed, we could see a good defensive game from Philly this week. So I got him on my sit list. And lastly, I was rocking with the Falcons, with everyone going against Carolina. So on my sit list, I got Andy Dalton against the Atlanta Falcons. I think the glamour is over for the Red Rocket. He got his one win. But I think that Carolina's going to go back to who they were. They don't have that many skill positions. They
Yep.
don't really have that many players to really compete every single week.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
Atlanta is on a roll right now and looking to increase that. So yeah, I got Andy Dalton on my sit list.
Okay. Okay. I see it. I see you. I see it. I see it. Aaron Rodgers the first sit.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers, man. I don't think he has it in him, bro. Like it's hard for me to say that, he has it. No, like how many transitions you got now, you gotta go through a new coach. You gotta learn through different new plays because the OC is no longer calling plays anymore.
Well, granted, they're probably called the same plays and stuff. I just think it's just a different, probably a different voice. But they'll most likely probably get like the same type of because he's still the offensive coordinator, so I expect him to have probably the same play call. This just probably be ran differently though. But I get what you're saying.
Like, yeah, I would not start him at all. Like, that's definitely do not. You're gonna not like this one. You're not gonna like this one.
I know who you're gonna say.
But you gotta
He's
hear
gonna
me
prove you're
out.
wrong,
You're
buddy.
gonna have to hear me
He's
out on
gonna
this one,
prove you're
though. You're gonna
wrong,
have to
buddy.
hear me out. They're gonna win the
Go,
game, though. They're gonna
go ahead
win.
and say what you gotta say.
Justin Herbert. I don't think he's still 100%, like healthy. So it's like you're not. I don't expect to see that much of the deep pass. They're probably gonna run more of the ball, and probably throw pitch and catch. But I don't really see it like winning the game. They're gonna win the game, but like as far as like him performing like a top 10 QB, not this week. Give it one more week.
Probably won't be top 10 now. I don't got him in my top 10 for sure. I for sure don't have him in my top 10 this
But
week.
it's just him
I'll agree
getting
with
back
you.
to rhythm. That's what I'm
I'll
saying.
agree with you on that. I don't have him in my top 10. I will agree
Okay.
with you on that.
At least we're together on this.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. He's not in my top 10. I don't even think he's in my top 15. So I agree with you. I agree with you on that one.
Who else? I got one more. Same thing you had a quarterback. The same quarterback we had. Deshaun Watson. I think it's this last game.
I just got a notification. Sorry, my eyes got big. I just got a notification with the
What?
Oregon and Ohio State game.
Who won?
Oregon by 1, 32-31.
Let's go! I mean, I wish they both lose, but whatever.
But yeah.
Ohio, but it's Ohio, bro. It's like the state of
Yeah.
Ohio. It's the same shit every single year. High expectations for Ohio State.
But yeah, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good, bro. You're good. That's just funny. I remember everybody picked Ohio State this week, so yeah. But going back to it, yeah, Watson, yeah, no. It's over, man. It's over. It's over.
Yeah,
Jameis
it's over
Winston
with.
time.
For sure. So everybody on the waiver wire, get ready to pick up Jameis Winston if you need a quarterback. Um, Starting off with my running backs. The first one I got is Rico Dowdle against the Detroit Lions. I know he's had 2 good weeks. Two good weeks.
Mhm.
The past 2 weeks. But he's going against the Detroit Lions, who are top five in
Ooh.
rush defense, and they are coming off of a bye week, so they're pretty healthy. Um, and yeah, I don't expect the run game to do too much for the Dallas Cowboys this week. They're going to rely a lot on Dak Prescott this week. So if they have any chance of winning, I don't have them winning, but if they have any
Ooh.
chance of winning, it will be through Dak Prescott this week, and it will not be through the run game. So yeah,
Mm.
bench Rico Dowdle, and I guess if you're playing Ezekiel Elliott, him too. But I didn't mention him because I'm pretty sure no one's starting him.
I don't know
Um,
anybody starting here, bro. Honestly,
yeah,
bro, I kind of had a little bit of a high expectations, but
I
it
did
is
it.
what it is.
I did it. My second running back is Trey Sermon against the Tennessee Titans. I know everyone's like, why the Titans suck? Yes, the Titans do suck, but unfortunately, their run defense is their strong suit of their team in totality. So yeah, I would say bench Trey Sermon this week. I don't expect a strong game from him. I don't know if Anthony Richardson or Joe Flacco is playing because I think Anthony Richardson is a game time decision. If last
Mhm.
time I heard, I know he's questionable. I don't know if they said he's 100% playing yet or not. But I expect the passing game to be their way of winning this week against the Titans. And like I said, it's a divisional game, so it's gonna be a really tough game. It's gonna be a hard fought game. Those guys are gonna go at it because they're division rivals. No matter how good Indianapolis is or how bad Tennessee is, they're always going to be a tight game because it's a divisional game. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
definitely.
got Trey Sermon on my sit list this week.
I got somebody on my
Oh,
sit.
sorry, I'm my bad. I didn't mean to cut you. I got one more. I forgot I got one more. My last one, Jerome Ford against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep.
And it's not really his fault. I know he's been productive and everything this year. He's
Jerome.
been he's been
Wasn't he
somewhat
dropping the
productive.
ball back to back weeks?
Nonetheless, he's been productive. But I just don't have faith in Deshaun Watson. I think this is going to be the week that the team is probably not confident with him going in. So I think that there's going to be a shaky game this week for that Cleveland offense. So if you have any Cleveland players, unfortunately, you might want to probably bench them. Probably aside from Amari Cooper, maybe.
Nope.
Um, but yeah, I got him on my sit list.
I have I have Javante Williams as far as one of the first players to sit. Don't think
Respect, baby.
I don't think he's gonna do anything this week. Chargers defense is actually pretty decent as far as like the
Top
defensive line.
10. I mean, someone told me the Raiders was a top 10 defense, just so happened the Chargers is a top
It
10
wasn't
defense this
me.
year.
It
So
wasn't
I
me.
mean, I don't want to say no names, Marco, but
JC.
like
JC. Oh yeah. So yeah, go back to Javante Williams. No, definitely not. Don't start him. I mean, I have him unfortunately in one of my leagues to start because everybody else on bye week, and
but you
I'm
don't
here.
like it. You don't like it.
I
I
don't
know.
like
I
it.
know.
I had no choice to start him this week. I really don't.
That's how I
Uh,
am when you said Justin Herbert. I
mhm.
play a 2 quarterback league and I have to start him this week.
Yep.
I don't love it, but I got to start him.
Speaking of Broncos, Broncos. Speaking of Raiders, Zamir White, like he's a 50-50 to play. Do not start him. Like, do not. Same thing with Matson, whatever his name is. I can't pronounce his name.
Madison,
Madison. Do not start him either. I'm putting it in bold prime print because they just both. I don't know. It's just this week. Even though
Pittsburgh.
Madison, yeah,
It's
Pittsburgh is
Pittsburgh.
gonna kill him, bro. One more. Zach Moss. Do not start. That Giants D line is gonna kill him in every shape and form. Because that run defense, they cannot. That run defense gonna stop them. Even though we don't have Kayvon Thibodeau this week for a couple of weeks, actually for 4 weeks, you're not gonna have them. But yeah, that's my do not start running backs.
For sure. All right. And Receivers. So on my sit list, I got Rashid Shaheed against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I know what you're thinking
Um,
there. Yes, sir.
solely
Yep.
because Spencer Rattler is starting. Solely because Spencer Rattler is starting. And he said a quote that he wants to throw the ball to Chris Olave. I too much didn't like that quote. So it sounds like he's
Oh,
going to mainly be looking at throwing it to Spencer Olave a lot. And Alvin Kamara probably is like his check down. So I mean, like I said, the rookie could prove me wrong, and Shaheed could probably ball with him. But until I see it, I'm gonna say sit Rashid Shaheed against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just because we don't know what's going to happen. Now, if this was Derek Carr, I would not be saying this, and I would be telling you to actually put Rashid Shaheed in your starting lineup because I love his connection with Derek Carr. However, this is not the week with Derek Carr. This is with Spencer Rattler. So just for that reason alone, that's why I'm saying sit Rashid Shaheed this week. Like I said, I could be wrong. He could mess around and get a 67-yard touchdown. Now I'm looking stupid, but I'm I'm too much in the unknown, so I would say sit him this week. Second one is Keon Coleman against the New York Jets. Like I said,
people start him.
some people do. Some people have him in their team. Some people have to start
I
him.
have on a team, but I have not yet to start him. But yeah.
So I'm just saying. I mean, he is the wide receiver one for Buffalo this week, but he's going to attract Sauce Gardner. So yeah, that's the main reason why I'm saying bench him this week. And last one, I told you it's a trend with the Atlanta Falcons. Deontay Johnson against the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
I don't like their offense against Atlanta. This is going to be a great week for Atlanta. I think they're going to go into Carolina, and I think they're going to put the nail in the coffin for the sweepstakes for Travis Hunter for the Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
And those are my receivers that I have to sit.
All right, so we got 5. I'm gonna say I'm gonna put Shaheed as well, but I'm gonna put Olave together with him. Do not start both of them. I don't trust Olave this week for the same exact reason. Like that.
It's the quarterback. We don't know.
Like I do want Spencer Rattler to do good, but they're not gonna kill him on the first. They're not gonna put him there in the first game. But yeah, do not start them. Although this guy also saying that this guy might start. Do not start Pittman, please. Do not start Pittman. Like, they know right now. They'll fall for the trap.
He's injured. He's a decoy.
Yeah, definitely do not start him. Do not start Amari Cooper. No offense, but I don't trust Watson. So yeah, that's my third. That's my third receiver. I have no tight ends, by the way. I have no tight ends because it's hard.
Okay, I got 3 of them, so I'll just name my 3 tight ends. First one was Hunter Henry against the Houston Texans. Like I said, it's the first week.
I'm looking at this. People still start him.
It's the first week for Drake May. So for that reason, I don't think it's going to be a good week for him. So I would say, don't get me wrong, he will probably get majority of the targets, but I don't think they're going to be good targets. Second one, you're going to hear the trend that's been going on all day. David Njoku against the Philadelphia Eagles. Like I said, it's solely because of his quarterback. I am not a fan. I am a fan of Deshaun Watson, the football player. I just don't like what he has been this year, and I have to be objective. And I'm going to say, for that reason, Deshaun Watson is starting. David Njoku's not going to get much. Oh man, I don't think it's going to be too good for him with Jameis as well too, because Jameis doesn't really like to throw. He doesn't like to throw to the tight ends. He likes to throw to receivers and running backs and stuff. Yep. So it might be a little shaky future for David Njoku as well too, even if Jameis starts. And last one, I'm opposite with you on this one. I got Dallas Goedert against the Cleveland Browns.
Oh wow!
For the sole reason that AJ Brown and Devontae Smith both come back. I think that this is going to be the week for those two. I know that Cleveland's receivers are and secondary is their strong suit. But I think that that defense is going to be on the field too much because I don't think Deshaun Watson would be able to move the ball too effectively to keep them fresh for the whole game. So they're going to get tired. This is AJ Brown's game back since week 2. This is Devontae's game back since week 3, if I'm not mistaken. So I expect big games from both of those receivers. So just for that reason right there, that's why I have Dallas Goedert for sitting for me. And it could be good for me. It could be beneficial because the defense has to worry about AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. So I respect why you said you starting them. It's just me personally. I think it's going to be more. The target share is going to go towards them more, being that they're finally back and they're going to want to get those guys happy and get those guys involved in the offense and get Eagles fans re-energized with seeing those receivers back out there again. So I know you don't like me saying. I know you don't like me saying that. I understand. But I have to be an analyst here. I have to take aside all rivalries.
Yeah, I know.
So for that reason, that's why I have Dallas Goedert on my sit list. But he might bite me in the butt.
I found one, Mike Gesicki. I don't think the Giants are gonna just do too much on him too. So Giants' problem is gonna be the secondary. That's the only thing that I feel is very suspect because of the fact that quarterback 1, quarterback 2 is still questionable to play. Neighbors is out, by the way. So yeah.
I saw that he got the tour right now.
But this will conclude it.
Yes, this will conclude starts and sits.
Yep.
Hopefully this helps you guys in your lineups. Hopefully we were able to help you guys out. Let us know what you guys think about this segment as well too. If we should continue it, if you like it, or whatever. Like, share, comment, subscribe, get that algorithm going, man.
Yep.
And like we always say, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. You feel me? So until next time, and we will see you guys on Tuesday.
Yes, sir. And good luck to all your fantasy teams. Everybody who's playing fantasy, good luck. All right, y'all. Peace.